soul's journey. And I'm going to be leaving this reading up. I'm going to leave this one up. Pick two of these. Alright. And we got Rebel Tarot. We might as well throw that up in there. And we get to the goody stuff. We're going to do Urban Mystic Tarot, which is the major arcana, my deck that I created. Make sure the cards are facing the right way. Okay, I can do 20 cards. Alright, we're going to pick two of these. And now we're going to pick a Hermetic deck. Pick one more of the Urban Mystic Tarot too. One more, make it match. What the heck? All right, let's see what we got going on over here. All right, so this is for my cardinal signs. Again, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. All right, so I'm going to start off with what am I going to start off with? Let's see. There's a lot going on here. All right, I'm gonna start off with the Rebel Tarot because it always spices some stuff up. So we got shit is going down with your job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. All right, so this is pretty blunt, right? Shit is going down with your job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or quit. So this is for my Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorns that are currently feeling stuck. You know, at your job, you're not really getting fulfilled or, you know, fulfilled the way how you want to. You just kind of feel like you're just going there every day like it's Groundhog's Day, you know, kind of just existing. So, you know, this card is advising to reevaluate, change your perspective, or quit, you know, and try to do something better. So just think about that. Reevaluate the situation. You know, what can you do to make your job situation better? You know what I mean? What can you bring to the table? Who can you talk to implement new things? See if things can be changed, or, you know, is there another department you can go to? I don't know. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or quit, right? Reevaluate, change your perspective, or quit. And so we've got the next card that says time to let go. Move the fuck on. All right, and so that can, again, be pertaining to the job situation, but I feel like this card is just telling us to let go of dead weight, situations that are no longer serving you any purpose. If you keep trying to go down a path that's continuously blocked, dead end, relationship, whatever, situations, job, it's time to let go. And you want to start letting go energy wise. You know what I mean? Start kind of detaching from the situation, releasing energy cords. Start thinking of and using affirmations that are going to help you to make the changes necessary. Start looking at your situation different. And don't really look at the let go or the moving on as an ending, right? This is all just a new beginning to your new paradigm shift, your new upgrade, right? This is for my Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn. All right, so next I've got the Judgment card. I understand that everyone has their own unique paths and challenges. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So, it seems like there's a little bit of judgment going on. Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, right? So just take a step back, and just, ask yourself, why are you judging? If you're familiar with my shadow work, guide, the second stage of shadow work is projection. What is it that you don't like about others because it's just a projection of you, right? But don't you like about yourself that you see in others? The things that you're judging people on, do you see yourself in that? Right? Does it make you feel like you're better than, when you judge and critique and think somebody's path should be yours? You know what I mean? So just kind of think about those things and, what happens when you see yourself judging or feel yourself judging. Just kind of take a step back and say, like, what's going on here? What am I doing? Ultimately, we can't control people. You can only control yourself. And don't worry about judging yourself too hard, right? But ultimately, understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges, and that should be respected. Next card I have is Trust, okay? I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly, pertaining to the situation. Job came up on this card. We may have some situations going on with relationships, whether it be romantic or, friendships. And you feel like, it's time to move on, and your inner guidance is telling you this, but for some reason you keep ignoring it, just afraid of letting go and all the newness that comes with letting go, all the changes that surround that, okay? So just continue to trust in your inner voice. It's going to always guide you correctly. When you go against it, that's when problems arise and your path and your road becomes a little harder, right? Because you're going against, what your soul path is, right? This keeps coming up in my readings. Make an altar, right? Libra, Cancer, Aries, Capricorn, make an altar. Make an altar. You sit there and you commune with your ancestors, your spirit guides, your higher power. Claim your space, right? Spring is here. Spring was my new year. I don't know if you did spring cleaning, but it's time to do some cleaning. Open up windows, let air come through, and shift that energy up, so to speak, right? So next, we're going to get into Urban Mystic Tarot. I've got the Temperance card. I've got the Justice card. And I've got Hanged Man, right? And so what this is telling me is that, pretty much your ancestors and your spirit guides. I love this card. I made this deck too. They're watching. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, they're watching over you, on your journey. They're providing ways. They're, giving you guidance. They're that inner voice and that trust that inner voice is also your angels, your spirit guides. Okay, so this is just a confirmation for me, for you to just continue to listen to that inner voice, because you're getting messages and guidance from your spirit guides, your ancestors. So don't ignore that. We've got justice, right? Justice on here. Fair. Just remember that we want equality in relationships, but relationships are not always equal, but they can be fair, right? No matter which way you look at it, whether it be a romantic relationship, job, whatever, children, husband, wife, whatever, the relationships are not equal, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but let's make sure that we're looking at things from a fair perspective. You know what I mean? Like, how can we be fair in the situation? If there's issues with communication, whether it be at your job or with people that are close to you, just kind of start looking at ways that you can work around that, right? And not only that, the Libra card represents karmic way and measure. So that pretty much means that, to stop investing your energy and your time into things that are not giving back, giving back to you equal or more, of that energy. So Libra represents reciprocity. Okay, so just think about that as far as job situation, as far as relationships are concerned, as far as friendships. You're investing your time, your energy, are you getting it back? Are you getting the same thing back in return? Remember, I said that things can't always be equal, but things can be fair, and you pretty much know if somebody wants to work things out with you, whether it be at your job, whether it be in a romantic relationship or a friendship, if they can put back the same amount of energy that you're putting into that situation or that relationship. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about balance. It's all about balance, being fair, justice. Justice is about doing the right thing, when no one is looking. So this card also, to me, kind of represents standing on your morals and your ethics, and kind of not backing down in whatever situation, whether it be at work, whether it be in a romantic relationship or a friendship. You got to stand for something. If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. So just remember that when you have boundaries and you want those boundaries to be maintained, and also remember to respect other people's boundaries too. Okay? So this is for Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn. All right? This is the cardinal zodiac modality group. Okay? And so next we move into the Hangman, right? And Hangman represents sacrifices. Hangman represents sacrifices. Like, what are you willing to do to change things, to reevaluate things? What are you willing to do to be that, meet somebody halfway, listen, communicate? Like, what are the things that you're willing to do to maintain the relationships that you have, whether it be at work, romantic wise, friendship wise, parent, child, whatever, like, you know what I mean? Like, what sacrifices are you, doing, or undertaking to be that better person, that better version of you? Okay, so I feel like this is just a reminder for my Libras, Cancer, Aries, and Capricorn. Cardinal signs, very strong signs. We are the leaders of our elementals, right? The leaders. Capricorn is the leader of earth, Libra is the leader of air, Cancer is the leader of water, and Aries is the leader of fire, based on the modalities, right? Which is the cardinal signs. We are the beginning of each season. And so remember, that means that we can be a little bit stubborn too, right? Be a little bit stubborn. So just kind of remember that. And those are things that we may have to sacrifice. That stubbornness, maybe being immovable. It can be a strength, but it can also be a weakness when you're trying to work things out and you're not trying to change. You know what I mean? Or trying to reevaluate, or try to take on better habits, to change your behavior so that you can be a better person. You can foster, maintain, and build healthy relationships with people. So think about that in a sense. If you're Aries, Libra, Cancer, or Capricorn watching this right now or on the replay, how does your stubbornness incorporate into your relationships with people? Okay. It's good for certain things. You want to stand for certain things, but it can also be a detriment. And especially when it comes to creating and maintaining relationships and communication. Okay. Next, we're going to move into the tarot, the last 3 Hermetic tarot, and then we're going to move on to the fixed modalities next, okay? If you did not catch this whole thing, don't worry. If you just popping in, I'm going to leave this up on my Instagram, okay? So we've got 9 of Swords, Princess of Swords, and Knight of Cups reversed. All right, and so we've got Swords, which represents business, travel, communication. And we've got the Knight of Cups, which is reversed. And so what this is telling me, first of all, the 9 of Swords, this card is called Lord of Despair and Cruelty. All right, so there's a lot of self-hate. There's a lot of anger and resentment towards yourself and other people. Right? Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. A lot of self-hate and a lot of hate and resentment towards other people. We've got Mars and Gemini on here, right? Mars represents aggression, anger. Gemini represents, duality. It also represents looking at things for face value, and I feel like, Aries, Libra, Cancer, or Capricorn, if you're angry, if you're angry with yourself and other people, who are you to blame? Who's to blame for that? What is the source of your anger? Why are you angry? What is it that you're not happy with in your life? That you've got to take it out on yourself and other people. And it's bad, y'all. Look at this card. These cards are black and white, but they say so much, right? Look at the swords. These are swords. So that means that just harsh words like, this is bad, right? 9 of Swords. All right, so we got to figure out what's going on. Why do we feel like this? And then we've got Princess right here. Princess of Swords again. And this, this is pertaining to work, relationships, just the feeling of despair, like nothing's going to go right, really not talking positive over your life and others around you, not supporting your own dreams or others around you. Just like a really, I would say it could even be as far as like depression a little bit is on setting, with this card. So definitely need to be careful with how you talk about yourself. Hey, love. And how you talk about others and your environment and things that you want to do. All right. I don't know why we sitting here tearing ourselves down and others around you that are supporting you, but that's definitely got to stop. I don't like that card. And so we've got Princess of Swords. If we can look at the bigger picture in life, you want to stand. You want to stand. Make sure that you stand on your morals, and what you're worth and your value, and what you hold dear, but just make sure that you are not using force or aggression. Like, you can communicate what you want to say and get it straight across without having to use, or be harsh or be cruel or, like she's holding a sword, but it's not really directed at anybody. You know what I mean? Like her sword is down. She's got it up there, because she's on point. She's ready for whatever, but she's not really in defense mode. She just is kind of letting people know what she's about. Like, look, this is what I'm about. Don't play with me. And then we've got Medusa on this card. So, be careful with your words. How you use them towards people. They're powerful. They affect people and yourself, and, the new things that's trying to happen in your life, because Princess represents new. We've got travel, we've got, new communication, new relationships possibly, and possibly, a new job or, new way to make more income is definitely on the way. All right. So just watch how you speak about yourself, your life, your situation, and others around you that are supporting you. Remember that you've got to make sacrifices. And a lot of these sacrifices have to do with behavior changes. Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn. And it makes it very difficult for us. I'm a Capricorn. It makes it difficult for us because, like, again, we're cardinal. We're the leader. We're kind of stubborn. We're stuck. We don't want to make changes. We like constant. You know what I mean? So that definitely has to be worked on. You have to sacrifice, behaviors and implement new and better behaviors, right? And last but not least, we have the Knight of Cups reversed. And so upright, this knight is pretty much in the direction where he's going. He knows where he wants to go. He's got a cup. He's got the crab with him. He's got a peacock. He's got all this great symbology. He's got Aquarius and Pisces on this card, right? But it's reversed. So that means that we really don't know where we're going, right? We're really not understanding our path right now. We're having a hard time. Aquarius deals with having a different kind of perspective, right? I feel like we've been on the ground kind of looking at things from a lower perspective. Aquarius is telling us to kind of raise our thought process a little bit, look at things from a different angle. Even if it's something that you don't like, whether it be at your job or in a relationship, just entertain that idea and see what could come of it. You know what I mean? If you were to entertain something different than your own thought process, your own ideology, right? And then we've got Pisces on here again that just kind of reminds us that there are sacrifices that we got to make if we want our dreams to come true. Okay. All right. So this definitely wraps this up for the cardinal signs. I'm getting ready to reshuffle my cards, and I'm going to do a reading for the fixed signs, which is Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. Okay. I just got finished up doing Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. So let me get these cards together, get them all shuffled up, and get on to the next reading. I hope you guys are doing good out there. Sorry if I'm not really saying hi. I'm in a little zone, trying to stay focused. I'm a little tired. So, let's see. All right, so we're going to get these reshuffled. And we doing it for the fixed signs. Again, the fixed signs are Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. And basically, let me see here. Fixed signs dig in and are able to hold steady in their goals to achieve something solid. It's hard for them to change, which gives them a reputation for being stubborn. But they are respected for their self-containment and sense of purpose. By element, they are Leo fire, Scorpio water, Aquarius air, and Taurus earth, okay? And that's fixed sign. So, it really helps if you do know your sun and your moon sign. It'd be good to know your whole natal birth chart, but, know what your sun, for instance, my sun sign is Capricorn, and my moon sign is Taurus, so my sun sign is Cardinal, and